I'm Bria. Welcome to Pillow Talk with Bria. If you have been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, a lot of my content is about effective communication and personal development. You guys, before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you enjoy this type of content, please comment down below and let me know so that I can keep giving you more of what you enjoy. Thanks. Keep watching. So it's time. They done met certain criteria on your checklist, and now you're ready to take this relationship to the next level. Let's see if I can help with that. I'm childish. Okay, so first of all, initiating sex can be very, very intimidating. As it should be, especially sometimes with a new partner. One of the things that's most important that you really want to consider is just not going into this, with the same expectations or expecting them to, live up to expectations of your ex or someone in your past. A lot of times we can psych ourselves out with our expectations and wanting things to be a certain way. And so sometimes you just have to give a little room for growth. I know a lot of times people associate bad sex with poor expectations for the relationship, or people associate bad sex with just poor sexual chemistry. And sometimes that's not the case. It just takes time. So one thing that you want to consider is how open your partner is to their sexuality. Are they very verbal about it? And also their sexual maturity. Sexual maturity comes with experience. So just because you are older does not necessarily mean that you have a lot of sexual maturity. Okay? So and thinking about that, I like to tell people a lot of times the same way that they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, I feel like so is what you do and what you show a person. We all seen the movies where the women dress up in the trench coats and they have nothing on underneath, and they wear those leather boots or heels or something, and they drop the coats and then it's like revealing, And to me, I feel like that's a very a very easy, straight to the point way of letting someone know that you're ready, like it's about to go down. I don't think anything is more sensual than looking at a very beautiful, supple specimen standing in front of you. So for my bold people who are comfortable in their own skin, and I'm here to tell you, it does not matter the width, the length, the size, the amount of curves that you have. You are beautiful. And if you are that bold and you feel that you're ready to just drop that coat, then by all means, that's fine. A more subtle approach may be lingerie, different things of that nature, if you're not as comfortable with just dropping down to your birthday suit. Another good way to initiate a sexual encounter, maybe for the first time with a new partner, is by making very subtle gestures that don't require a lot of verbal feedback. If I walk up to my partner and I, engage in conversation with them, and then, I just look at them and just kind of stare at them for a really long period of time, and then I move in to maybe kiss them, and then that kiss turns into making out, or if I nibble on their ear, if I kiss on their neck, maybe even unbuttoning their shirt a little bit just to kiss on their chest, that gives them time to process what's happening and then kind of make a move from there, right? So if all of this is happening, you're only going to feel one or two ways, either yes or no, right? And so if these feelings and these actions are being reciprocated, then please proceed with joy. But if it's not reciprocated, right? Like say you maybe walk up to them and start kissing on their neck, and they're just kind of like, like not right now. Like, you need to know why. You definitely, you can ask them, hey, do you want me to stop? And if they do say yes, then you can ask why, because it's very important for your partner to understand where your sexual expectations lie. And you need to understand where their sexual triggers lie. it's so interesting because in some cases people can have a bad day, and because they had a bad day they don't want to have sex. And then in other cases you have people who have had a terrible day but they want to have sex because they think it's going to make them feel better. And so you know, it all depends on the person. And so you do want to ask why and give them that chance to just kind of explain, like, hey, I don't think we're ready, or, you know, this happened at work today, or it could be a family trauma that's going on that's kind of got them a little blocked. And so you do want to give people the opportunity to just explain what's going on with them, because sometimes we do have a good habit of smiling and just kind of going with the flow up until we hit with certain things. And a sexual encounter or a sexual stimulant can definitely be one of those things if we're not in the mood. Last but not least, something that I do often that I enjoy is more of a build-up, right? And so I feel like for me, being in the mood is kind of not a very difficult thing. Getting in the mood isn't a very difficult thing, but it's just kind of staying there, staying in that course and in that flow, I should say. And so for me, it starts in the morning, you know, like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, or you're so handsome. You know, hearing compliments, you know, even if you and your partner don't necessarily live together, you can text them, oh, I can't wait to see you, I miss you so much. You know, throughout the day, I hope your day is going great, you ran across my mind and I couldn't stop smiling. You know, it's those little gestures that come that just makes you, I really can't wait to see this person later. And then later can be followed by a romantic dinner. Again, everybody is different. So, you know, sometimes some couples in public places going out to a romantic dinner, they do make out. They are very touchy-feely, and their body language is just pretty much letting each other know, hey, I want you, right? But not everybody's open to PDA, so that's something to consider too. And so, when you're talking about romance and you're talking about wanting it soon, nothing is wrong with doing it old school, candlelit dinner, okay? Because you can still put your cute dress on, you can still put your heels on, you can still do everything like as if you were going out, but now it's more intimate, we have less distractions, it's just me and you. And throughout that conversation, you know, you could stimulate and kind of build the conversation to ask, you know, what would you do if I were to kiss you right now? Or what would be your reaction if I was to, you know, take off my clothes right now? You know, those things are very indirect ways of letting someone know that you are very open and ready to taking things to the next level. You know, it's very exciting getting to that point. And so one thing that's always important is that you definitely want to make sure that you are not you're not rushing your partner. You definitely don't want to rush them. You definitely don't want to make them feel sexually intimidated. And that can happen in numerous amount of ways, but the most effective thing is always communication. You know, you can ask your partner about their sexual encounters. You can ask your partner about the things that they enjoy. You can ask your partner you know, some things that they don't enjoy. I truly believe that it is a very beautiful thing to get to the point where you feel secure and safe with someone, that you're ready to offer them some of your best parts. But one thing that is super important is that those feelings are being reciprocated, okay? And you can tell that a lot of times just from the nonverbal cues that you get from your partner when you are trying to initiate intimacy. And that can just be whether or not they're making eye contact. You know, are they, you know, leaning in? Are they, you know, letting you know, hey, I'm really focused on what it is that you're telling me right now. If their body language is more closer and more drawn in to you, or if it's kind of shunned away, you know, those things kind of let you know if what you're saying to someone is something that they want to hear and they're accepting this invitation, or if it's something that's taking them aback a little bit and they're not really sure yet. Either way, just because you are ready to take things further does not necessarily mean that your partner is. And that, again, must be a reciprocated, mutual, consent-giving ordeal, okay? You know, and I hope that I didn't make this too long or go too deep or just, you know, however. But if there is something in particular that you want me to kind of dig a little bit deep on, or if there's something that you want me to touch on that I didn't necessarily touch on in this video, please comment down below. As always, you guys, please don't forget to like and to subscribe. I hope that you all are staying positive, staying healthy, and it's most importantly, you guys, be good, be blessed, be you. Bye.